Hi, creative artists. February is Black History Month. Knowing the history of all Americans who contributed to the greatness of the United States of America can be a very healing thing. Each year I hear the same names of a handful of Black Americans passed around as if they're the only 10 to 20 who made a valuable contribution, when in fact there are thousands upon thousands of Black Americans who made a significant impact on the greatness of America. With the use of the internet, no one must sit around in ignorance full of hate anymore. Being smart is one thing, however, educating yourself with gratitude and appreciation is where the healing starts. I hope that by appreciating Black Americans who made the contributions for the conveniences and comforts in our lives, we'll see Black Americans as worthy contributors of our great nation. Millions of people have made a profound impact in America from all races. Many of them started with a dream to overcome hardships and discomfort. And as we all know, necessity is the mother of invention. Black Americans endured extremely difficult situations. So it shouldn't be hard to imagine that many of the things that we now have were invented by Black Americans. It's just not acknowledged enough. For me, growing up, I heard the same names that everyone else heard. As an adult, I truly enjoyed learning about American history. And this was before the internet. I remember sharing some of my findings with non-Black people and having them totally shocked, many in disbelief, because they really had no idea of the many Black contributions. Many of them only knowing about the civil liberties and a few handful of inventions. However, the impact was far greater than most could even imagine. With no need to fear this and every reason to be grateful for it, we can start to appreciate Black Americans. In honor of Black History Month, let's discover more of the wonderful individuals we should give thanks and appreciation to for their contributions to our country. With so many wonderful and creative Black inventors and artists in American history to thank for things we may not even realize, it's hard to just pick a handful. For starters, we can thank Garrett Augustus Morgan Sr., born in 1877 in Claysville, Kentucky. He's responsible for the 3-signal traffic light, implementing the warning signal for which he patented in 1923. He's also the co-founder of the Cleveland Association of Colored Men that later merged with the NAACP, for which he served as treasurer. He also donated money to help Black people attend colleges and universities. Born in 1848 in Chelsea, Massachusetts, we can thank Lewis Howard Latimer for the carbon filament light bulb in 1881. Creating a longer-lasting light bulb, which was a significant improvement of Thomas Edison's invention. Latimer is also an inductee of the National Inventors Hall of Fame, and an invention program is named after him at MIT. Okay, so you may have heard of the previous two, but have you heard of Alexander Miles? Born in 1838, is an American inventor who was awarded a patent for the automatically opening and closing elevator door back in 1887. And most recently, we can thank Dr. Shirley Ann Jackson, born in 1946 in Washington, D.C. She is the first African-American woman to have earned a doctorate at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, also known as MIT. She's also the second African-American woman in the United States to earn a doctorate in physics. She has earned countless awards and has conducted the breakthrough for scientific research that enabled others to invent things like fiber optic cables, touch-tone telephones, solar cells, and of course, caller ID and call waiting. Dr. Jackson has been president at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute since 1999 and is one of the highest paid university presidents in the nation. As editor-in-chief of Creative Artist Magazine, I am truly fascinated with the remarkable state-of-the-art Experimental Media and Performing Arts Center, also known as MPACT, over at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. It is one of the most illuminating centers, and it is my goal to be able to attend a performance there one day. Another Black American who's made significant contributions in America is Dr. Mark Dean, computer scientist, born in 1957 in Tennessee. He's an inventor and a computer engineer who led a design team for making a 1 gigahertz computer processor chip. And he holds 3 of 9 PC patents for being the co-creator of IBM's personal computer released in 1981. Mr. Dean now holds over 20 patents, and we can truly thank him for making things possible for us with our personal computer. Things like being able to have a modem and a printer connected. Thank you, Mark Dean. We appreciate you. Being that Creative Artist Magazine is dedicated to artists, I offer this recent view I had after interviewing artist Robert Peterson at the LA Art Show and seeing his painting of Basquiat, which had an eerie likeness in the depth of the eyes, which Robert captured perfectly. Jean-Michel Basquiat was born in 1960 in Brooklyn, New York, and is of Haitian and Puerto Rican descendants. In his short life of just 27 years, he has become the highest-selling American artist. In 1982, he painted Untitled, which sold for over $110 million at a Sotheby's auction in 2017. Like the other Black Americans mentioned here in this, there is so much more to their stories. And in honor of Black History Month, I invite you to do a little more research on these incredible individuals and see what other interesting facts you can come up with about Black Americans in history. Let us know in the comments.